Can Zeke deke again?
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the man running the show, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. I thought the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it third down. On third down, Giles. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one. So here are the Chiefs now as they get set for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And now the Chiefs' offensive starters. And the schedule makers have given them a little break right here. Back-to-back home games, and they won last week. So they're trying to make it 2 in a row before they hit the road next week. They have to take advantage of this break in the schedule. On second down, Elliott. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. We'll look now at our starting defense. They come into this one 9th in the NFL against the run. I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Off the play fake. Giles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Second and 10 now from the 27. On second down, a run with Lindsey. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun on 3rd down. Giles. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 16 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown. From the 25 on second down, Mahomes. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
A gain of 3, second down. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Man open, that's Kiki QT, complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They go back to Gordon here on first down. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. This one complete right side to McDonald. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the gun, this is Collins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd and 2, Mahomes. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll run. It's Lindsey, and he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. From the gun, Giles. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Off play action, Giles. The 20. He's got his big tight end Fant. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Giles. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's caught. Smith. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mahomes. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they tried the field goal from just inside of 70 yards. It missed, and now this offense set up nicely at midfield. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. This is Freeman on 1st and 10.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Chiefs' 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Giles. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has the 1st down. The play going for 15 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way.
And this will be caught at the 30. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They run with Washington. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Off the play fake. Giles. And that is incomplete. So drive 1, they had the field goal. Drive 2, touchdown. And now here on drive 3, looks like they're going to have to punt.
At least they were finally able to reverse the trend, because giving up the field goal, then the touchdown, it's almost like they finally got to the offensive side of the ball and said, okay, we've got the system to shut you down.
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for KC. 58 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Evan Ingram with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The offense trots back onto the field, and we take an in-depth look at Royce Freeman. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going with that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Giles. And Huff reels it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw. Giles. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Open man is QT, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will get the lead up to 14. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. He finds an opening past the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. A final shot before break. Giles. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So good coverage there defensively as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple of scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing on first down. Giles. That's taken in by Callaway. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Giles. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again, Giles, and this is going to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Giles, and that's caught inside the 30. Down the numbers, there he goes, and all the way home for a Bronco score. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
On 2nd down now, it's Collins. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Collins. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now Gordon on first down. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. On second down, Collins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Now here's Mahomes. And this one complete to Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Traquan Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect. One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
On first down, Giles, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Giles under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A very solid gain of 27.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. It's caught. Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long. And again, it's Mahomes. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. To throw on second down, Giles. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Caught. It's Huff. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. We're back now in KC. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On 1st and 10, Giles. Screen pass to Lindsey. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Let's go!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's
Second down and inches. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Giles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Running out of the gun, Collins. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Collins. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes on the left side. It's McDonald. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Mahomes to throw once more toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. Giles. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Throwing on first down. Giles. He'll find Lindsey here. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsey. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
On third down, Giles. This is the tight end Fant. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Looking to throw. Giles over the middle, complete. It's McLeod. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. On first down, Giles. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Giles. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good pickup there on first as a screen pass gets him 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the draw, this will be Freeman. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. From the gun on third down, Giles. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So the Broncos now down by 10, just over 2 minutes to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Giles. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Back to throw. Giles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Looking to throw. Giles. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Giles. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Looking to throw. Giles. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Double time. Even. 4th down. Even.
And they will take a knee here. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level.